Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Good morning, farmers. In our tractor, we're going to head over here and pick up this artificial fertilizer spreader. And we're going to start spreading some fertilizer on the fields that we spread some manure on to get them fully fertilized for next month. I figure we haven't done any fertilizing. What's it in here? I got Fer-X in here, so we need to put that back in storage and just get regular fertilizer. So we'll head back into here. Went back too far apparently. Empty fertilizer. Fill with fertilizer. And the first fields I know we got to do are going to be up over this hill. I'll go around my fields. If I go up there, I may run into some crops. But that's pretty much our job for the day, is just going around and fertilizing as we just, talk about the day. It is kind of 10 o'clock in the morning, so if you saw last episode where you probably saw I said my game crashed and I had to do stuff over, so that's why it's not as late as it should be. So instead of just skipping the day, I figured, well, it's 10 o'clock, I'm not going to sleep and wake up just to be 6 o'clock in the morning. We got plenty of time to do what we need to do. But now I got to remember how it is. There we go. Get that view there. And I just got done recording a farming simulator episode, so I'm confused with what buttons I need to hit again. Z and T. There we go. Okay, now I got to get used to this. Wow, this thing is going really fast here. So at least by fertilizing the fields that we did manure on, it's one less job we have to do when September comes. I mean, it's jobs you got to do anyways, right? And right now, none of our fields are ready for harvest yet. And we really haven't done artificial fertilizing spreading for a while. Obviously, because it's been 2 months, right? 2 months, and I don't know how many episodes it would be for that to actually occur. I don't remember when. But let's say it's been a while. But it's not going to take us long to knock off these fields. I'm not going to try to get them 100%. Like I said, 90% is going to be pretty well good enough. And our first field, fertilized 90%. That is considered good for me. One field down, and I don't know how many we got, but we got quite a few actually. Quite a few. And actually, it's hard for me to keep track of my fields at this point of what I did what in them. So I may be going to some fields saying, oh yeah, we put manure in this one. I get there and be like, wait, no, we haven't, apparently. It's like all the fields over the hill that we bought. I know we just plowed and cultivated them. I can't remember if I put slurry on them or not. I have no idea. But we'll find out later on, though. Well, hopefully with the fields that we got left, we'll do some harvesting. I'm hoping to get a decent amount of money. I mean, I'm trying to find some goals to set for the farm at this point. And like I said, I set a $3 million goal by the end of the season. I don't think that's going to happen. Just because of the way I'm spending money. Yeah, we're buying fields that have crops in them, but the fields are not well taken care of. Usually they're just plowed. They're not cultivated or fertilized, so we lose quite a bit there. But boy, oh boy, next spring when we harvest all this canola. Oh yes, we're going to have cash. Cash galore. Now you're probably saying, why don't we just buy all the fields? And I'm trying to keep some of the fields open. Just, we can probably go do jobs for someone once in a while just to keep it interesting. I don't want to buy the whole town out, because then why is everyone here? I mean, they're here because they're rich, because I paid them for their property? I don't know. I have no idea. If I buy everything, then it's almost like, most people wouldn't be here at this point. So that's why I don't want to buy land. It makes me feel like that's why people are sticking around, because they're trying to take care of their own properties. And who knows, maybe they'll come up with the update to where we'll actually see the farmers working their own fields like they said they were going to have, but I'm wondering if that's going to be a thing or not. Alright, so how are we doing this field? 93%. On to the next. Yeah, so when this video comes out, I'm actually recording this a couple days in advance, like I sometimes do. I was kind of told that the game would be coming to console on New Year's Eve, the 31st. So as this video is out, maybe this game is available on console now. I don't know. But I would expect an update on the game before that happens, and as of right now, there has been no update since the last one. So I'm hoping the next update, they've been bringing some things forward that have not been taken care of yet. So like the things that they said they were going to have in the game, like farmers working their own fields, be able to pick apples off the trees. I don't know if that'll be added to the game or not. And I forgot to check the discussion forum the last couple days. It's the holiday season, things get kind of busy. So who knows? I'm hoping there is an update coming up, because that just means more things for us to do. At this point, I would just like, for equipment, a bigger tractor would be nice. But I don't expect that, because, this tractor can do everything that's in the game. It's capable of doing everything that it's supposed to do. But I would just like to see a different tractor, just because we could have more options, rather than just a large or a small. But I don't hold out much hope on a bigger tractor. I would like to see, though, a manure spreader, because we do have cows. They do produce manure, not just slurry. But I have not seen even a hint of that at all. Things I would like to see, as I said before, is more sell points. But then again, I think that would become too tricky, because the way the game is done is when you hire a worker to harvest and sell. Because right now we got 2 sell points for wheat and barley, and when you hire a worker to harvest those fields, I have no idea how we can tell what sell point they sell to. I guess I could write something in the discussion forum. Maybe one of the devs would answer that one. I have no idea. I just realized I'm fertilizing without even checking to see how much I got left in the tank here. Oh, we're not even halfway through yet. How are we doing on the field? 96% in the field. Well, we'll come down here and just do this. And that. And hey, I stopped in time. Let me check, because I knew these 3 fields for sure. These fields down here at Lakeside, I did do fertilizer down here. 92%, 90%, 96%. Ooh, didn't do that one though. So we'll head down here and do these 3 fields next, which is good because there's a shortcut right here. The drone was a nice addition in a way. Now, only if... I think they need to double the range of the drone to make it worthwhile to have fun with. We kind of tested out the range, as you saw, and I think it was last episode I did that, where from our barn we could reach Oliver's house, and that is the distance that we can cover. Which is not... probably in real life, I don't own a drone, so I don't know the distance they actually can fly. I have no idea. But maybe that's the reality of it. But then again, I would like to see him change a little bit with the cows. The only difference they did with the cows, now that we can do grass bales, you can still feed them straw. It's just, I think that's the same as it was before, but the grass bales count as double. I would like to see it where you have to give them both. Hay. I should be calling it hay. Which is kind of funny because we don't have a tedder to ted it or windrower to windrow. That's beside the point. The cows should be eating the grass / hay, and the straw, it should be for their bedding. Just saying. Small things like that. But who knows, maybe, like I said, maybe when the update comes out, when it goes to console, maybe those kind of things will be done. Have no idea. But I will say, in the last few updates, the developers have sort of got some of my trust back on some of the things they said they were going to do. I mean, still, it took them a year to get the grass thing figured out, which it seems kind of weird. I do like this fertilizer spreader. I can get a lot more done than I used to with that trailer. That trailer used to bog down the tractor so bad when you make corners and such. But it just looks weird that this can hold, of course I'm going by memory, this holds like 3,000 kilograms and the trailer holds 1,800, I think. And this looks so much smaller than the trailer. So it makes you kind of go, But it is what it is. Okay, we still got more than, we still haven't used half of our fertilizer, which is great because that just means it's we're not spending as much money to fertilize the fields. But all of our fields will be 100%, 200% fertilized. That's the way it's kind of done. Now that we got Fert X in the game, yes, it's a little more expensive, but we bought a whole bunch of it. That's where most of, well, I don't say most of our money went. That's where some of the money went that we have not made the money back on yet. But once we run out of liquid slurry, which won't be long because I think we only got like 20,000 kilograms left. We got a full tank and about 2% now in our holding tank, so not much. But the rate that we're going right now, we may have a couple days off in between because none of our fields are quite ready yet, but they should be by like the 10th day of August. I think we should have a field or two ready to go. So I'm not sure if I'm going to buy any more fields this year or not. I got to do that grass field. We got to harvest that grass field because winter's going to come and then we'll have to wait a few months for the grass to grow back again, but might as well harvest it. It's sitting there. I have never done nothing with that field. That's the way I bought it. So it's probably only been plowed at best. So we're not going to get too much grass off it. But we'll make some bales. We'll have to come down and get our other baling trailer that we got so we can hook up the two trailers together along with the baler, and then go sell some bales and then turn that field into canola for the winter. We'll have, I think we own pretty close to 40 fields now. So we own about half the fields on the map. Someone out there did create a map and put numbers by the fields. And they show 85 fields on their map. Alright, so how are we doing in this field here? 94%, and I still got 45% left in the machine, which is just if I was using that trailer, I would probably have to refill a couple times by now. Part of me thinks I should also go back and do some social jobs once in a while. I mean, we're not doing them every day now, which has been kind of nice. Now we can kind of do it at our leisure. I wouldn't mind doing some more once in a while just to mix up jobs. Instead of just doing field work all the time in the episodes, we can go do some social point jobs. Yeah, this field does not need to be done. So the way the fertilization works in Farmer's Dynasty is you can get up to 200% fertilization, 100% on manure, and then 100% on fertilizer. So when you click over the field, if it says 100% fertilized, that means you've only done one fertilization stage on it. So it's a little different from like Farming Simulator, to where if you fertilize it once in like Farming Simulator 19, if you fertilize it once, it's only 50% fertilized. And you got to fertilize it twice to get 100%. This is just the way that they do it in Farmer's Dynasty, and that's the way they do it in Farming Simulator, which is fine either way. You just got to know what you're doing. And for me to sit here and explain to you people, I know what I'm doing, you're laughing. Most of my game is guesswork. Alright, this field is just about done. Well, you know that, you can see. Turn off the spreader when I'm going over areas that don't need it. That's kind of one thing. When you're switching back and forth from different kind of games, you got to remember what games do what. Like in Farming Simulator, it won't use fertilizer if you're already going over areas that are already fertilized. In Farmer's Dynasty, it doesn't matter where you are. It's gonna take the fertilizer. Alright, so we got 37%. I think I'm going to do this field right here as well, because we're down here. I'll have to get this with the slurry tanker later on. And then we're going to head up to the northeast part, where those two other fields are, or actually 3 fields. Sorry, we got 3 fields up there. And we will also fertilize those fields. All of the other fields probably are going to take Fer-X, because I'm not going to have enough liquid slurry to go around, I don't believe. And I want to get them all 200% fertilizer for the winter. So I don't want to waste it. I don't want to spread this fertilizer on some fields when I don't have enough slurry, and then have to go around with Fer-X, because Fer-X counts as both. And I'll be just wasting fertilizer that way just to get to the 200%. I actually left that much of a piece not cultivated. That usually bugs me. And right now, it's you can kind of probably tell. It's making me go, how come that's not cultivated? I mean, it's fine. I mean, it shows 100%. Nope, 99%. Alright. Actually, I think this might be the field I kind of did a little bit at nighttime, so that's going to be my excuse. I'm probably going to go back to the farm before we head up to that northeast part of the map. Nothing worse than getting up there to fertilize and then not have enough. That'd be a big no-no. This field is actually I'm getting pretty good coverage on this field. Really good coverage. %. Can't argue with that. Time to head back to the farm, refill this thing, and head up to the northeast, I think I said northeast before. It's actually the northwest part of the map. Northwest. It's not Redberry, but what's that town called? Newfields. Yeah, Redberry is right here, and Newfields is all this stuff around here. But these 3 fields right here we got to do, so that's 91% fertilized. So if we go like down to here now, you'll see where it says fertilized, 183%, 190%. Yeah, this is 98 because I haven't put liquid slurry down. But back to the farm, fill this back up, and head to the northwest part of the map, and we'll do those 3 fields. Hello, ladies. The first field that we're doing up here in the northwest part of the map. So this is the one last episode I cultivated and went down to do some more cultivating. Then the game crashed and I'm like, great. That field I just cultivated didn't work. So I hired a worker. Now we're going to find out if the worker actually took the bumps out of the field for us. I'm hoping that they did so. Now the outside of the field should be smooth because I did that much ourselves in a previous save as well. So the worker actually had to cultivate the inside. So we'll know when we get about 1/3 of the way into the field. You can kind of see the grooves. I don't know if YouTube will show it, but you can kind of see the grooves in the middle of the field. So we're going to find out shortly if the worker actually does take out the divots in the lawn, in the field. If you remember how bumpy it was when we harvested this field, it was terrible. Absolute terrible. So next time around I really should know. But I mean, you can kind of see the marks in the field, so I'm wondering it's still going to be better. Now you can see the tractor is riding in one of the divots already. It's not looking too promising, but it's going to be better than it was originally. Just by us plowing it as well. Yeah, you can see the tractor's kind of getting stuck. I don't want to say getting stuck, but it's riding inside the farrow itself. Yeah, it's not bumpy, but that's why sometimes you gotta do the cultivating yourself. But it's not gonna be that bad. We can manage it. 96% done. Or fertilized. So now we'll move on to our next two fields. Which are just around the corner. Should have plenty of fertilizer for these two fields right here as well. And then what we'll do is we'll go back to the farm. We'll say hello to the wife. Just to see what she's up to. I may grab some more canned food or make some more canned food if she's not in the kitchen. And maybe we'll head on off just to do a couple social jobs. I think the jobs say we're deliver some tomatoes or some soups. So all of our fields now up here in the northwest are fully fertilized. They are also ready for September. What are we at now? What, 98%? I think that's good enough. Good enough. I don't know how well I did this field here. I'm going to guess 97%. 96%. Not too bad. Oh wow, it's actually almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Although we did start the episode around 10 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, time's gonna fly by. So time to head back to the farm. We will kind of park this up. I do have more fields artificially fertilized, but that won't be today. I got all those fields down by the farm that we have spread a while ago with slurry. That's actually been probably 3 or 4 weeks in game that we did that, somewhere around there. But yeah, I'll meet you back at the farm. Hello, Rex. Still got the heart. No, I'm not gonna pet you because you cry about it. There's the wife. Right over here. Since she's not, let's see how many. I got plenty for today. I am going to do 2 social jobs today. I just need 3 cans of the pumpkin. And one's to fix a building job.
Good evening, darling.
We'll give her a
No
compliment.
flower is as
Because
beautiful
last
as
time
you
I think
are.
we just asked her how she was.
Well, thank you. So nice of you.
Although your outfit could need a change. So could mine.
Hi, Sugar.
Yeah, we'll ask her roughly
evening, dear.
how her day is going.
Nice to see you, love. How are you?
I'm perfect, darling. Thank you.
Alright, now I'm going to bolt. Nice talking to you. She looks pleased about that. Alright, so the other two jobs are transport and transport. But we're going to come up here to the Jack Bear. Which way is that facing? Alright. So it should be right over here somewhere. Where everyone just has a neutral feeling about us. And it looks like Ava. Hello. There she is.
Hello there.
Oh, it's you again.
Apparently. What can we help you with?
Is there something I can help you with?
Well, I know what she needs.
I am dying for some pumpkin soup. Care to buy it for me?
That sounds like, what?
Sounds good. I'll take care of this.
Sounds kind of on the cheap side, but that's fine.
Thank you. Here's something for you.
And I just realized when I did that, I haven't saved the game at all today. After it crashed last time, I should be saving it a bit more once in a while, now that I'm not doing quest. So let's go up here and fix this building. Again. Depending on... this price usually varies, but recently it's been mostly $300
Hello there.
and 600 social points.
Good afternoon.
We are looking for
I'm
work,
looking
sir.
for work. Got anything for me?
A building on my farm needs some care. What do you think?
Okay, that's a different reward of $450. Okay.
Sounds good. I'll take care of this.
I kind of forgot they did raise the prices of the transport jobs and fix the building jobs. So the new $300 must be now the 450s. That's the way I'm going to go with it. I'm doing this just for a little bit of cash and just a little bit of extra social points, just for the heck of it.
Thank you.
I mean, really, if I
Here's something
wanted
for
to,
you.
I could start buying stuff and start using some of our... Am I stuck in that thing? That'd have been scary. Yeah, so I could actually start using some social points, buying some properties around here instead of spending it with money. No, that's for the other game. This button for the map. There we go. So let's head on down to the fire. Is it still going? Yes, it is. And now we can relax. So probably the next day on the farm, we still got some more fields I need to spread some artificial fertilizer on. And then I may take the slurry tanker out and do the couple extra fields. Because we got a full tank of 18,000 kilograms. So I got some fields I can probably spread it on. Definitely not the big 7.5 hectare field, because that would take... I think that takes 2.5 tanks. I really don't remember. It's been... Yeah, I really don't remember, so I shouldn't say. Yeah, that's what I kind of got planned. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you watching as always. And I'll see you next time on The Day on the Farm. But until then, have a good one.